Welcome back to the channel. My name is Amy. I create content here about different self-development topics and some organization. Part of that organization is bullet journaling. I first started using a bullet journal in 2017 and I've tried a lot of different ways of using it, just different layouts. And one thing I've noticed over the years is sometimes I would fall off track and not utilize all the layouts that I spent time creating. By testing different layouts and seeing which ones I actually use, that falling off track doesn't happen to me anymore. I found a way to naturally check in and utilize all the layouts that I've created. So I'm going to walk you through that today, and I'll show you what's worked for me, so hopefully it'll work for you too. By the way, it doesn't actually matter what season or what month it is. I'm doing this one for December, but you should be able to use this layout as a guide for yourself, whatever time of year it is. So let's open up to the next blank page. My bullet journal is from Jumping Fox Design. I will be using a different one for next year for 25. I'll put the link in the description box for those. I just start by drawing a small calendar up at the top for the month. I really like this gold pen. It writes nice and thick. I like to use these Tombow brush pens, and then I use this white pen to write inside that box. That box is just for some keywords for the month, or you could write a quote in there if you wanted to. Then I'll draw out my daily routine, or your ideal day, whatever you prefer. You'll notice in this video I'm not going to fill anything in, I'm just showing you the layout that I use. This is something that I call a time menu. So I'm using my bullet journal as like a project planner, and I like to make this little menu over here for my different projects. So that's what the gray headlines are, and then the space underneath is just items that you could choose from. So for example, you could put exercise in one of those headings, and then underneath you could write like gym or yoga or go for a walk or whatever, and then you can choose from that menu. And then I have a tracker underneath that, so you would put whatever you want to track off to the left. And totally optional, but I colored it lightly gray and then filled in the gold dots everywhere. I just like the way that it looks. On the next page, I'm just drawing some street lamps, and then underneath is a spot for goals. I like to write my goals in the present tense, as if I've already completed them. I keep these layouts simple, minimal, easy to fill out, and easy to see what's most important that I work on just at a glance. Underneath the goals, I have another street lamp for decree. I like the way that sounds better than rules, but that's what it is a set of rules for myself to follow. If there's any areas of your life that you want to make positive changes this winter, you can add it here. On the next page, I'm leaving that one blank. I have some projects that I'm working on, and I think I need a whole page for that. Or you could use it for some things that you want to include for the next month or for 2025. You could put a gift list here. If you're a Notion user, I do have a template in the description box. It makes it super easy for making a gift list for everyone and just holiday planning. On the next page is just ideas and notes, kind of a brainstorm, and then a master to-do list. On the following page, I have my weekly and daily setup. I'm using my bullet journal as a project planner, more of a categorized list, along with a weekly layout. I have different projects I'm working on, and I'll make lists of tasks for each project that I'd like to get done this week. You can also think of it as a menu to choose from, like on the previous page. At the top, I just have the dates of whatever week it is, and under that I have 3 categories. So these are your current projects on these gold lines, and then you form an itemized to-do list for each project. Remember that this is only for 1 week, so 1 week at a time. And I do have more than 3 to-dos for each category, but I'm just showing this to you as an example. Underneath that is just the weekly layout, and I like to use my white pen to fill that in. So looking back, yes, my gold pen smeared onto the next page. That's one thing I don't like about the Jumping Fox design journal. You have to wait for the ink to dry. So you have the daily routine, the time menu, your tracker, goals, decree, or rules, whatever you want to call it. A blank page, which you could use for a gift list or anything, and then ideas, notes, brainstorm, master to-do list, and then your weekly layout. Remember to check in with this daily so that you can be constantly reminded of what you need to be doing to move forward, and so that you can acknowledge what you've accomplished. This will help set you up for success in the following month. I believe that you can do whatever it is that you set out to accomplish, and the universe is on your side. Thank you so much for watching this. Take care.